small in your business, let's talk about how to crush mediocrity. Now, let me share a story with you. And before saying that, I'm going to tell you right now, staying comfortable is the enemy to success. So before I drove 100% into the entrepreneurial world, I was always doing things on the side, but I was in the military. And when I exited, I went back into corporate America and I worked with a few companies, but the very last company I was with, I found myself in a challenging situation because I was showing up to work and I wasn't getting paid, which wasn't a good place to be at all. And I was looking for something, right? And so I had my resume everywhere and folks thought, oh, with your degree from University of Southern California, go Trojans, and your years of experience in the military, someone's going to call you. And they did, only to tell me that I was overqualified and underqualified, which are two fancy ways of saying we're not hiring you. So it was really at that point I had to start to make some decisions. Now, I made really good, some decent decisions while on active duty, so I had money in the bank, but I was living on that. And when you have everything going out and nothing coming in, you've got to do something differently. And so I had all these opportunities that were coming across my lap, and I was saying no to them when I really should have been saying yes, because I was not actually comfortable. I was uncomfortable, but somehow I had started to kind of lean back into this, like, I don't know, like maybe someone owed me something or something was going to come up, finally materialize, but it wasn't happening. And that was when I realized that it was time for me to stop playing small. I mean, I could continue to cry, or I could let my back stay up against the wall. And sometimes my back was up against the wall and I felt like I wanted to melt into the wall and I was crying, but I realized that I really needed to come off that wall swinging, which I did. And I got involved with the company, which I'm still with today. I have a network marketing business as well. And it became my boxing gloves. I mean, everything shifted for me. But why am I sharing this story with you? Well, today I had an opportunity to speak to a person. I've been given a privilege to say their name, but they were going through something similar. They are going through something similar. And I realized I just had to have a real conversation to say, look, if you want something to be different, you are the answer to being different. And that's what I want to say to you today. You are the answer to being different. Saying I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, I don't want to be in this situation anymore, I can't find anything. What are you going to do? And the great part about it, I said, hey, you can stay exactly where you are and you'll still have the same situation. Only so much money in your bank, nothing else coming in, no other options. Or you can take a chance on yourself, like say yes to you. Now you're still in the same situation, but now you have a solution to shift it. And that's what I want to share with you. If you're looking around at your business and your life, your lifestyle, and it's not where you want it to be, you don't like how it's looking, you look at your bank account and things that you need to take care of, and you don't like the number that's in your account, if you were to have something to happen to you, prayerfully it doesn't, and you think about what it takes for you to live and how much you have sitting in the account, my question to you is, how long could you go forward? Is it 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or is it 10 months, 10 days? A week, a couple of days. The bottom line is it a number that you like? And if the answer is no, then it's time for you to start playing big. You don't have time to be mediocre. So this channel is about conquering mediocrity, because we are better and we are the ones we have to say yes to. And it was so funny because the gentleman was like, oh, I think I'll commit to this. I said, no, don't commit to this, commit to you. Right? It's you that you have to commit to make sure that you're going to show up every day, no matter what it looks like, whether there's ups or downs or ups, because that's life. That's how it happens. But you have to be willing to look around and say, I don't want this anymore. This is not the life I want. This is not the way that I want to live. And then go about doing something. Not waiting for someone to bring something to you or shift anything for you. Things begin to shift when you shift. It's amazing what begins to come to you when you decide that this is no longer the answer and that you deserve to have something better, but you have to believe it for yourself. And once you start believing it for yourself, everything begins to shift. Things begin to show up. Doors begin to open up for you. So it's time to stop being comfortable being uncomfortable, like you just kind of gotten used to that. As a matter of fact, the world is too uncertain to even be that way. You can't even afford to do that. So it is time to look at you, look in the mirror, tap on your back and say, hey girl, hey lady, hey diva, hey queen, whatever you call yourself. Pull your phone out, put it on selfie mode and talk to yourself. You ain't got to wait till you get home to a mirror. Talk to yourself. Look at you. If you're a guy, same thing. And ask yourself the question, are you pleased? Are you happy where you are? And if that answer is no, then it's time for you to stop letting being comfortable, actually being uncomfortable, comfortable being uncomfortable, being the enemy of you having success. Because the time now is now. And if you write that word out now and read it backwards, well, it spells the word won. Means you've already won if you just go ahead and start moving in the now. Now, maybe it didn't sound like that to you the way I said it, because I know it always sounds weird when I say it, but W-O-N, you know what it spells, right? You can be winning if you start to move in your now, but doing the right thing. So check out some of the other videos, because it is important to be in your actions, to be in alignment with whatever it is you want. But if you are tired of having what you have right now, it's time to start changing the conversations you have with yourself. It's time to change the way you think. It's time to change the way you do things. It may even be time to change who you're around. The gentleman said to me, he says, I've already been talking to myself. I'm tired of talking to myself. I said, no, never get tired of talking to yourself. Just change the conversation. Just change the conversation. He's like, well, I'm sick and tired of it. I said, then tell yourself that it's time to stop being sick and tired and it's time to start doing something different. Right? It's time to start playing big. It's time to play to win. Not playing not to lose, but playing to win. So that's what I leave with you all. That mediocrity is no longer your friend. Success is waiting on you, and it's ready to be your best friend. I'll see you where you want to be.